Jasmine grew up in a bustling city where opportunity and struggle coexisted in a delicate balance. Her childhood was marked by instability, frequent moves, financial insecurity, and parental conflicts. Her mother worked long hours as a cashier, and her father, though present, struggled with his own issues and often withdrew emotionally. Jasmine learned early that life was unpredictable, and security was fragile. As she entered adolescence, the weight of uncertainty began to affect her deeply. Anxiety and sadness became constant companions, and she sought ways to escape the turbulence of her inner world. At first, it was simple distractions, late-night texting with friends, music that drowned out her thoughts, or binge-watching television. But gradually, she discovered alcohol and prescription pills, initially to numb discomfort, then to create a sense of euphoria and control she felt was absent in her life. By her late teens, Jasmine's reliance on substances had grown. She lost interest in school, withdrew from friends who tried to intervene, and found herself drifting into dangerous social circles. Each attempt to stop ended in failure. Each relapse deepened her shame, and she felt trapped in a cycle she could not break. Her self-esteem plummeted, and she often questioned whether she had the strength to ever reclaim her life. The turning point came one night after a near overdose. Jasmine woke in a hospital bed, terrified and disoriented, facing the reality of how close she had come to losing everything. She realized that if she did not act immediately, she might not survive. That fear sparked a flicker of determination she had not felt in years. She made the courageous decision to seek professional help. Entering rehabilitation was overwhelming. Jasmine was confronted with both physical withdrawal and emotional turbulence. Her body ached, and sleep came in fragmented waves. Emotions that had been buried for years, grief, anger, fear, and regret, surfaced in powerful, unrelenting waves. For the first time, she allowed herself to feel deeply, acknowledging the pain she had tried to escape rather than suppress it. Therapy sessions became a safe space for exploration and healing. Jasmine delved into the roots of her addiction, childhood instability, emotional neglect, and the constant pressure to perform in a world that seemed indifferent. She learned to identify triggers and unhealthy coping mechanisms, replacing them with constructive strategies like mindfulness, journaling, and controlled breathing. Support groups provided validation and community. Listening to others' experiences, sharing her own, and receiving encouragement created a sense of belonging Jasmine had never known. She began to understand that recovery was a journey of progress, not perfection, and that resilience was built one day at a time. Jasmine's daily routine became structured and intentional. She started mornings with meditation, followed by journaling to track emotions and goals. Physical activity became a therapeutic outlet, releasing stress and boosting her confidence. She engaged in group therapy, attended motivational workshops, and gradually developed a network of supportive peers and mentors. Rebuilding family relationships was challenging but transformative. Her parents, initially hurt and skeptical, participated in family counseling sessions. They learned to communicate effectively, provide supportive guidance, and celebrate Jasmine's milestones rather than focusing on setbacks. Over time, trust and love were restored, forming a solid foundation for her continued growth. Returning to school and society sober presented new challenges. Old friendships, familiar hangouts, and the pressures of daily life tested her resolve. Jasmine practiced assertiveness, setting boundaries, and avoiding situations that could jeopardize her sobriety. She cultivated new interests, painting, volunteering, and public speaking, that nurtured her creativity, purpose, and confidence. Employment offered further stability and fulfillment. Jasmine secured a role at a community center, helping individuals facing similar struggles. The work was demanding, but each success reinforced her sense of accomplishment and commitment to sobriety. She discovered that helping others was not only rewarding, but also strengthened her own resilience and self-worth. Throughout her journey, Jasmine encountered moments of doubt and temptation. There were evenings when anxiety surged, or feelings of loneliness tempted her toward old habits. But she relied on coping strategies she had learned, calling a mentor, attending a support group, engaging in a creative activity, or reflecting on her long-term goals. Each challenge overcome reinforced her inner strength. Jasmine's recovery story expanded into advocacy and mentorship. She shared her journey at schools, youth centers, and conferences, emphasizing that addiction is not a moral failing, but a challenge that can be overcome with support, courage, and persistence. Her authenticity inspired many who had felt isolated, hopeless, or defeated, giving them hope and practical strategies for change. As years passed, Jasmine flourished personally and professionally. She earned certifications in counseling and community development, strengthened relationships built on trust and mutual respect, and pursued creative passions that nourished her soul. Her life became a testament to resilience, purpose, and transformation. Reflecting on her past, Jasmine often thinks of the girl who felt invisible, lost, and overwhelmed. She does not dwell on shame, but recognizes that those struggles shaped her empathy, determination, and capacity to inspire others. Each hardship became a stepping stone toward self-discovery, empowerment, and meaningful impact. Her story demonstrates the extraordinary capacity for human resilience. Addiction, while destructive, does not define the totality of life. With courage, support, and deliberate effort, recovery is not only possible, but can lead to a life richer in purpose, connection, and fulfillment than imagined. Jasmine continues to mentor, advocate, and inspire. She emphasizes the importance of seeking help, practicing self-compassion, and taking incremental steps toward recovery. She reminds those struggling that setbacks are part of the journey, and each day is an opportunity to build strength, reclaim agency, and transform pain into empowerment. Her life proves that despair can be overcome, that resilience can be nurtured, and that even the darkest paths can lead to profound light. Jasmine's journey offers hope to anyone facing addiction or personal crises. With determination, support, and courage, it is possible to rise above adversity and create a life of meaning, purpose, and inspiration.